Now, Johnny's on the phone is Elizabeth Barber, second time lucky. Hi there.
Hello.
We lost you for a moment, I don't know quite why. Now, you're talking in the capacity of a runner this morning, I believe, because we've chatted to you before about the Thyroid Society, but you're running for money? Tell us about it.
I'm running for money. Well, not, of course, for my own private purse. No, I'm dragged out of semi-retirement, if you like. I hadn't thought I would run a half marathon ever again after protracted knee problems, but here I am having another go after a lot of rehab and a lot of training, and I'm running the Berkhamsted Half Marathon on Sunday.
Oh, jolly good. Crikey. Have you been training for it then?
Like anything, yes. It's been very gruelling indeed because of the weather and because I have had a spell of ill health and because time has been terribly short. But yes, we've struggled through the training and here I am. There's really very little more I can do now.
Okay. And, right, so you've been training for a while, and tell us about what happens to the money then.
What happens to the money is it's going to an orphanage, a very little-known orphanage in Uganda. It's called Shining House, and my connection with it is through the shop, the St Albans Music Centre, which I've been running for many years. And Roger Turner, who is in charge of the Shining House Orphanage and founded it in 2006, I think it was, used to work for St Albans Music Centre. That's the connection.
Right, okay.
So when I learned that Shining House was in an appalling financial crisis, I'd got to do something about it. And I thought, well, the obvious way, while I still have the legs and the strength, is to run one more race. So I'm going to go up the town shortly and I'm going to get a T-shirt printed saying, "Support Shining House, a safe and happy place for orphans in Uganda." And in a nutshell, that is what it is. It seeks to house, feed and clothe and provide money for education for about 20 boys and young men who would otherwise have no other means of support because they have no parents. They may have lost their parents to all sorts of causes, but the fact is that with no support, they would just get shoved from one family member to another family member, and nobody really wants them. And, Roger is bridging the gap for them.
Okay.
But the expenses of running such a place in a country such as Uganda are shocking, and basic utilities prices rocket, and they can't even rely on a regular supply of water or electricity. So life is very, very hard. If I've been thinking that my life has been hard lately, running around the streets in freezing cold before breakfast, that ain't nothing compared to what Roger and his friends of Shining House have to do. Walking miles with a jerry can to fill it up with water, just have enough to, to do what washing and the cooking with, I guess.
Okay. Well, how do we help? Elizabeth, what do you want us to do?
The main way to help would be to visit the shop, and you don't even have to buy anything. I have a large and conspicuous tin on the counter, and actually donate. It is amazing how far an English pound will go when translated into Ugandan shillings. And so every little helps. I may say that over the last 3 weeks, which is approximately the time I've been collecting, possibly a little longer, we've taken for the fund over £400, and I am just amazed at people's generosity.
Fantastic.
There is an article online in both the Electronic Hearts Advertiser and the Electronic Review, where you can find the address of the couple in Native Buzzard who actually mastermind Roger's finances, and they will accept cheques which have to be made out to the Friends of Shining House, Masindi Katara Diocese, Uganda, That's it in a nutshell,
Yeah.
really.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Elizabeth. We ought to just mention you run the music shop and have done for many years in Holywell Hill.
That is correct.
Shall I give you a plug? Great place to go for good sheet music and instruments.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But well done with everything you're doing there, and thank you very much. We'll chat again.
Oh, thank you so much, Phil.
Thank you,
Bye,
Elizabeth
Have a
Barber.
good day.